Yo, my people. Yo, my people. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? This your boy. We back on some editing shit. What's poppin'? I love y'all coming to holler at me over here. It's really bringing tears to my eyes, man. It's making me feel really nice, really good inside my heart. So, welcome to the channel. We are just doing some last little cleanups. You know what I'm saying? Before we lock in, but it look like we already live. So, make sure I'm looking at y'all eye to eye. Yo, okay, cool. We got both of them. Let me check the audio because sometimes the audio be bugged out. Okay, you gotta quit the glitch. All right, you gonna glitch or you ain't gonna glitch. You can't do both. So what we've been doing is we've been editing. So editing is I've been chopping up a music video that I made. My song is called Hustle Around the Clock. I did some music. You know, I've been always making movies, so I just kind of switched up the genres a little bit. And I've been making some music. It's probably got about 9, 10 songs so far, but they the coldest in the game. Jay-Z and them would be proud of me right now because I always was in the rap. I mean, my whole life. I just didn't really have a lot of time or a lot of people that was around it with me who had studios and shit like that. I didn't have it. I was in the hood growing up. It never worked out like that for me where I had money to go. Still there until y'all. Yeah, it looked like a diamond. Anyway, this is what the edit has looked like so far as I tried to edit this on my cell phone. This app is called LumaFusion. So if you turn it sideways, you'll probably be able to see the edit a little bit bigger. Well, it's a little small frame. As you can see, this frame is little. So here's the actual where you keep the footage that you're gonna put in there. This is the timeline that you're gonna edit in, and this is the monitor. So you can just kind of squeeze this down like this. You will squeeze it down, and it'll tighten up, and you can see the whole timeline. Uh-oh, you know I'm key, not the fucking way. So anyway, you can just see that. I could scan across with my little finger here, bam, and you can see the song. So let's just play it real quick. This is what I showed you yesterday. I made this for you. Let's go. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. Come on. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. What? I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. Let's get it. Mama told me never give up on my dream. Mama told me things ain't always what they say. Always what they say. I won't give up. I won't give up on my shit. Come on, shit got dripped. I'm lit. I'll flash as I slow bitch. I crash, I blast. I swear I go hard. Before you notice, I'm holding the card. Then you see it. I'm beating the chart. My house like a racetrack. I got so many cars. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around. All right, so you get a glimpse of the edits in the cell phone. Double tap it again. You could chop the whole video up in LumaFusion, and that is green screen. I showed you yesterday how I changed this into green screen. So anyway, if you this screen is little to me. I'm trying to get me a new iPad where I could probably do this a little bit better on the iPad, especially the largest iPad they got. But editing is a little bit smaller, and sometimes I'll be editing and I'll fall asleep in the middle of the edit, like just nodding off. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough to be an editor because you will get sleepy. I'm no kidding. So anyway, we what we're gonna look for now on this mini video. Screenwriter said he was prevented from boarding Delta flight because I'm black. Black screenwriter flying home from the Emmy Awards, Los Angeles, prevented from boarding a Delta flight with a group of white passengers will wave through. Darnell Walker, a children's TV writer and documentary maker. A writer, Los Angeles International gate 17 minutes before it was due to depart for Boston Monday. When he was actually passionate behind he allowed to board, He says he was told to go over there. Your employees didn't let me get on the flight. I'm black, he wrote in a tweet. Delta has launched an investigation into the incident. Black dude wasn't let on there who write children's books or some shit like that. That's great. Darnell Walker. His books is Netflix's Karma World and Seeking Asylum. That's his work. So we're aside for him. You deal with that when you got this skin color. We already know that. But anyway, he just big time. You see, when it happened like that to somebody big time, they don't let that just go around. They don't let that just be. So it's just kind of crazy. But not to digress from what we're doing, I just kind of saw that pop up on my computer, and I want to say that and talk about that. Could that be happening? I don't even know who Darnell Walker is. I never even heard of it, brother. But that don't mean he a nobody. He's somebody. So anyway, all right, let's check this out because I got what I was trying to do for you now is to bring you into this screen. So let's say present and share screen. Now what you're gonna do is see my editing. See my lovely white face up there. All right, let's go to the editing program and bring that joint up. And then let's bring y'all back up so I can see how to do the screen share joint. Here it is. And I want to share the entire screen and the system audio. So we can just pull over and hit share and bam. Okay, so now you can see what I see. I'll pull this down because it's in the way. And you can probably see more of the editing program if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how it's working. Y'all got to tell me if I'm moving the editing program too far out the way with this particular screen, which is the internet part. So I move it out the way so you can see the timeline, if nothing else. God dog it, come on. It always pop back up because we discussed that yesterday too. All right, so anyway, so you can see the timeline. I hope you can see the timeline. And what you will see here is the edits that we made yesterday. That's on the main computer. This is not the cell phone anymore. This is Adobe Premiere. So you see I changed the background. I even added a layer. This layer was just because I did real crappy green screen. As you can see here, this big bar of shadow coming across. But I don't want to keep manipulating it because it'll just change it. So I just do something in front of it just to see how it would work out. But for today, we're going to change the background a little bit this time. I think you can just grab audio from here too when you're pulling it over, right? Let's just lock this audio so they don't add audio. Yeah, it'll make another time for audio if you just okay. Let's just do that, and then we hit unlink. I just want to add some video right here so you can see how the video will play back behind this, and we can close this out too. So now let's just hit play. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hustle around and cluster around. We got some audio sound in the back. Let's mute that. Let's unlink this like we did yesterday. We just call unlink and then we delete the second audio down here. All right, bam, it's gone. So now we go right there again. And we'll go back with the audio. So we got let's go. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hustle around the cluster around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hustle around the cluster around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. Come on. I'm gonna hustle around the cluster around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hustle around the cluster around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hustle. And you don't have that bar inside the cell phone. Like the cell phone, it clearly pushed that all the way out the way. You don't see that little bar over here that I got here. So I would have to really go back and manipulate to clean that up. That's the only thing I don't like about the main computer because it's really sophisticated. So I want you to wait. Are you stay? The hell was I talking about? Leave. That was crazy. So anyway, if you could still see the editing over here. I just got to pull this down here. Then let's just do that because it won't go away. So as you can see the editing again, hopefully y'all can see me too. Because I can just pull you up like that. But I think you can see the editing. Yeah, so anyway, now we are basically we just added some footage right here as a background. And that's just cleaning out the holding pattern places. So we put this little audio right here, this video right here. Go back down again, unlink. And it's just, again, we got to go actually shoot some B-roll. But I got footage on one of my other hard drives. I just don't feel like busting it out right now. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to make sure y'all saw that we was finishing up this edit, because this is a music video. So we adding other elements. Like I want to put some action shots in this. You know what I'm saying? But we just basically editing the green.
Give a ball like your mom told me things ain't always what they say. I won't give up. I won't give up on my shit.
Now this is the background for the second shot.
I got drip on it. I'm flashing us a little bit. I crash, I blast. I swear I go hard. Before you notice, I'm holding the card. Then you see, and I'm beating the chart. My house like a racetrack. I got some in.
Right. So as we move through this video, we change the backgrounds as to what we hear at the top. That way you can make this video even shorter, where you don't even have to go out and shoot B-roll footage. You could just basically get stock footage, and everything the guy says, you pop it up in the background. For instance, he says clock, right? So let's just download the clock real quick. Now this is not going to be for the video. We just tested, because you have to have actual stock footage. I got a clock right here in the house, but I could take a footage of and add it to the background. And I'm not going to add a clock to this, because I don't think that's right to let y'all see that. Because then you'd be thinking you can just put anything in the background. You can't, especially if you're putting stuff out to the world. If you put something out to the world and it's not done right, they're going to complain, and they're going to make you take it down and change it. And that's not ethical. You know what I mean? You want to do your work. Like, this is work, so it takes time. It does take time. If you have a clock in the house, you take your camera, you film it, that's your clock for your footage. Now you don't have to worry about paying for stock footage. You know what I'm saying? I got a clock that I was going to use for this in my bathroom, but it'll take me a little minute to take the footage, film it, and then send it to myself on a computer, and then download it into the edit. It's not hard, but it'll just take a few seconds to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have the background for that clock. But I also want to shoot a night scene, because it says hustle around the clock. So I want to have a background scene of the night. So, you know, these are just holding spots, but you can still see that it can actually work. The footage is not going to be that bad. But when you do it on a cell phone, it's a lot better. It's just that the screen is so small. It's mini. It's like a miniature. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. If you wear glasses or some shit like that, this shouldn't be a problem for you. But it's just so fucking little. It's like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? And I edit my ass off, so I'm going to be on this damn thing for hours and hours. You know what I'm saying? So, but just a continuation, you'll just bring background in from your phone instead of transferring it over to the main camera. That's really what this does. It stops you having to transfer shit over to the main system. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that's the edits. And well, let me just check this green screen one more time real too, because that's on this one. And I didn't like how the green screen turned out. So we can just go here to edit. Remember, we went to edit FX control, and then we just scan down to the green screen portion, which is right here. And something making my bar, just these color bar, this bar stand out. And it's like, what the fuck is this? But the more change ups you do, the more you can change the actual image of the person. So it's really especially when you're using a system like this, where it's really sharp, like this, you know, and it could be another key. Like, excuse me, I should probably put another key on this instead of, like when I drown down like that, it just makes it disappear. But let's see how the person looking. You can see already without me even hitting play. Those artifacts in his hat. So let's see, maybe if we do this, probably will it bring it back, a highlight or something? We lose the hat. The hat is gone. When that shadow is out, we lose the hat. So let's take tolerance. We lose the hat. Open the choke. I'm flashing. I still lost the hat. The hat is still gone. So let's go back to shadow and see if we add some more shadow in there with it. The more shadow you put in there, it brings back the bars.
And you see it,
And
I'm
he's
being
perfect.
in the charge. My house on the racetrack. I got so many cars. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock.
We
I
still
ain't gonna
got the
stop.
hair having
I'ma
some
hustle around
openings.
the clock. Come on the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock.
The hat still got some opening spots in
Stop
there.
what? I'ma hustle around the clock.
Up in this section right here, you can see it splashing around where we can't get that out of there. And if I change anything else, it's not moving it. So that's why I'm like, damn, you go through this a little bit. No, so then it brings that out. So you see this little bar over here, it keep coming up, bring highlights down. No, it's shadows, it's shadows. We lose it. When we take the shadow all the way out, we lose the hat. We lose the hat. So that's the only problem. So this was just a bad green screen. And the cell phone app, it just compensates better for this. It compensates better for this. Matte cleanup. We can't even get this to go no further. No, it's no movements. Let's see, desaturation, range. Desaturation. No, this just color. We needed that shit. Fuck. So that's the problem, y'all, with you in the front of the computer. It's basically like they say, shit in, shit out. So we didn't get the good footage. We didn't get the good lighting. So there's the hat on him is just not gonna work. So what I'll do is I'll just delete this key because it's not gonna work. And what we got is we'll put another key in here and see what other key they got on this app, because that key ain't gonna work. So then you would probably have to go reshoot this because the key is not working as bad. Put key inside the edit. We got color key. Ultra key is what we just used. It didn't work. Image key, non-red key, alpha adjust key, luma key, a track key. Which one is it? Ultra key is not the good, but we put key in there, and this is what the fuck you see. So let's just put green screen. Let's see what something else come out. No, it's not. Nothing else is coming out. So then what we have to use again is we'll put the word key. It used to be different words. Like used to we want to call key light on here. I think that was more like After Effects though. Track, but I think Ultra key is the one. Let's go with track matte key. I don't know what the fuck that is, but we'll click that. See what that do. And it don't seem like it's doing shit. Okay, I don't know if it's even adding it. It's gonna be at the end. Here it is. What does this do? Matte key, video 3. Composite matte alpha. I don't even know what the fuck this is, y'all. I've never seen it. I haven't been on this app in a while, so I don't even know what the fuck track. I got to look up YouTube and I'll figure out what this is because I've never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? I imagine if it's a bigger keying situation, if you want to key people running or something like that, that would just be my guesstimation, but no idea what that is. So on this app, color key, let's just see if color key is the one. That's color key, right? So this is I don't know if it's the one, but we're going to click it, and that's the green screen that we want. It didn't change the backgrounds, which is weird. I'm just trying to see, is it going to change the background? We did that. We color tolerance. There it is. There it is. But you see, again, we got an issue with that shadow. Now it's clean. It's clean. My person is clean. But we got a problem with that over here again. So let's see if we can edge it out, thin it out, whatever. All right, so let's see that. We must this green over here, and with it being hold up, let's see, did we put the lose it all down? You you see it skipping like this, guys, because I never did bring this footage down to a smaller size. I think it's just like HD. You had to go a little smaller. That's why the footage is doing that. But it's not going to let me get rid of this.
Never give up on.
No, it's not going to let me get rid of this. That we got this. I showed it.
All of what they say. Give up.
Stop. Damn it. So what I would probably have to do is just crop this out. This makes this a bad edit again. It's just not a good one. I didn't get this right. You know what I'm saying? Because this over here is just gonna be there. But we have to do is just crop our main character out. Let's hit delete on that. We're having a lot of movement on here, but shit's not happening for some damn reason. Like edit and cut shit don't work. Fuck. All right, so now we got it up here, but since I can't get this footage to actually do shit, what I'll do is probably have to do this to this. No, not like that, but it's more like that's close though. That's close. But what I have to do is crop this. So we go over here and we hit the word crop because that's not gonna work. It's just look too bad. You can't present that to nobody. So just put crop on this file, and then go to FX control up here, and we just drag that over. Where's crop at? Crop gonna be at the bottom, right? Yeah, everything goes further at the bottom. So we go to crop, and we want to get rid of the left one. See it? Like that. All right, now you see what just happened? I just cropped out that part. So now when we play, now I'm going to go ahead and render this because this shit is just playing too slow. So give me a minute to render this. I'm gonna see how long it'll take. Right now, it's a little slow. All right, we probably about in here, and then we probably about right here with the edit because we just testing this out. Really, we're not even really doing it like that. And I actually could change the background to whereas it doesn't move. The reason why it's a double time is because we got the background moving. So this is just a perfect example of how long it takes for something to render. But I'm gonna shorten that distance, and I'm just gonna render in and out. You see. And I actually shouldn't be because the you know my son, it's an algorithm, it's a computer system that you just probably don't be knowing what's up with. All right, so that's what we be doing with that, man. And I'm just basically about 300 in on the render. I'm just doing a render because in order to play it, now what I'll do next time, and I haven't edited on my main computer in a while, I've been just using it because it's so little, it's so small, you're tired of what that motherfucker. So I was going to buy myself another iPad, but I don't want to. want to spend that kind of money when I already spend the money to have this editing program here, which is going to be way out the world, called CapCut. It does do that. So it's just different strokes and different routes that it takes. I know y'all been rocking with me for a while, but you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all. Fuck with me if you see this shit in the future. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, the render is coming across right there. It's in blue halfway there. And this is just a playback. We're just doing the playback. I know to bring my footage in at a smaller, because it's really serious about my system is basically not strong enough to run 4K and all that stuff. So they already figured that out. Bring in the same footage, but small. And then you can edit and manipulate it at any level you want. Make it move, jump, kick it, move it, make it fast, flow. So we right on the edge of this. Stop it. All right, we got to play back. Let's look at it. It's done rendering.
Let's go. Let's go. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. Come on. I'ma hustle around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock, around the clock. I ain't gonna stop. I'ma hustle around the clock. Let's get it. No mama told me never give up on my dream. Give up on my dream. Mama told me things ain't always what they say. I won't give up.
So as you can just for me doing that little short edit right there, we got what we wanted. Now for me to continue doing this particular file, which is the whole song. All right, this is just one scene. This is just one of the scenes from this music video. We got a lot of work to do. We basically just got to get some more shots in, and I got some background footage that I was gonna put in there, and I can show you all that at that time. But as you can see, the edits did get done. I want y'all to see that. The edits did get goddamn done. We got it. And it's just really a test run for when we get the rest of the when we get the shit back up. When we get some more footage. But you can see that the green, we found the key that works. It's called color key. We're not instead of all the other ones that they got listed, we use that one from now on. We can shoot green screen and change the background, and that's so simple. So what now we do, even though it's so fucking cold outside, we got to go get some extra shots, and then we'll try to add more to this. It's not gonna be hard and no long either, because I got like 6 or 7 more songs I'm gonna do music videos for, and I want y'all to walk around with me and hang out with me during this process, kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? So we could actually have that bond, because you know I do filmmaking, and you see the name is Hoodfilms. You like, well, I don't know movies. I know that's how it is. So. But that being said, I want to jump out the window and let y'all get back to y'all day. And I'm going to get back to my day doing something different. Editors, actually, I'm still editing. I'm just doing another project on here. Matter of fact, I can show it to you. I'm doing Gunna, that kid who just tricked on himself, on everybody, matter of fact. Something weird just happened here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm editing that. I already did the talk, and we're about to actually finish the edits. Here goes some of the background footage of that you can see here. I'm about to try to make some of these photos move and maneuver. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, since y'all sitting here, I could probably show you one now. Let's take the second one. This one is this file. This is him coming out of jail. So as I'm talking here, I'm gonna move this over a little bit more. So as I'm talking here, I'm gonna move this. So what I say around this time is another guy who was on the case with him. This footage looks so fucking ridiculous. It's like, ugh. So let's just do that first, because it's so bad. Let's go here to effects, and now we're gonna go X on this, and we're just gonna put video effect. No. Lumetri. Let's go with Lumetri. Lumetri presets is color, y'all, and that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna look for presets, something that's gonna make this guy look better. But it's actually, you shouldn't add this first. You should not add this first. What we should add first is what we should do first rather is do a color correction on his face. It looked real bad. So what you can do is see that word color correction. We go there, we look for a lumetri color. And then if I'm not mistaken, that should bring up our effects control right here. And then you can see it say lumetri color down there. Wait, did I added too many? Look, I put like 7 of them bitches up there. I didn't know I was doing it that many times. So let's delete it. Delete 1, delete 2, delete 3. We don't need but 1. Delete 4. I added too many accidentally. Delete 5. It's too many of them. I put like 7 of their ass up there. 6. Delete. You used to have to click this shit off multiple times, but now if you do that, it's adding 1,000 of them. So now we do it again. It's double click it, and it's there. We only added once. Okay, back. So the first one you see is basic correction. Now what we can do is auto. Just click the word auto because this is new. It wasn't there before. You can choose some presets to add, or you can just click the word auto. Let's just click auto and see what that does. It did pretty much nothing. So let's take it away. It didn't do shit. So what we'll do is white balance. You click that, you go to the shirt, or you go to the wall, click white balance. That's what the white balance is that it's telling us. All right, so now we're gonna lift the temperature of it. But this is more not temperature, this is more like the way his face is. It's more like not temperature, what's that? Brightness. Exposure is even more of a better word. But you see how it's bringing everything up and still leaving his face low. So this is just not a good edit system. I shot this on my little, I don't know what they call this thing, a Logitech camera. It's just bad. It's not good. The cell phone is the way to go. But I just thought to try it since the camera's been sitting here so long. And you know how you want to do YouTube videos and you're not doing them. And it's like, okay, why am I not doing it? And I just reset that because it literally looks bad. So I'll try again with a little temperature. But it doesn't look like I could do too much with the making this look better. With all the ones I just tried over there, it don't look like you can do shit. We just used a bad system. So let's go on one of these presets and see if it'll. No, it just makes it darker. I'm just trying to use a preset that they already have on here. Everything makes it darker for some reason. Then I'm clicking on it. Oh, we got color wheels down here. Let's see if these color wheels can. Oh, let's see if these curves might do a little bit more than that. Let's see with the curves. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. That's just a tinchy-winchy better. You get in my house. Well, that's a tinchy-winchy better than where we were. We were out of there. So let me click this and see if it can lift my face up some. No, it don't get all this shit. I don't know why it's not doing it. This is crazy. But I'm not going to change that shit. I'm going to leave it as it is. This is human saturation. Let's see if we can do something here. Can you lift up my face, buddy? No, that's lifted. We want the brown lifted. All right, so we're not really getting a lot of change up in the face. That's just going to have to do. All right, so I just wanted to show y'all that little correction right there. It's not much. It's not much that we can do with this because, again, it's called shit in, shit out. But again, this is me testing this camera. You know, when you're doing edits and all this stuff, you have to test this thing out to see what's going to work, what's not going to work. You really don't know. You know what I'm saying? You test it. And if it comes out good, then that was a good test. If it comes out bad, then, hey, don't do that one again. You know what I mean? But this is what we were trying to do, was trying to add a little light to the face. We use the Logitech, the camera you get from like Walmart or something like that that I shot this with. Because again, when you're doing live videos, I think they look a little bit better than this because they go through the YouTube, and YouTube makes it look a little better. So, for instance, now we're going back to these pictures. I just want to make it a little bit lighter. So let me stretch this out real quick. The timeline, I mean. Let me stretch this out a little bit. Did we move one down yet? I thought I moved it down. Yeah, here I moved it down a little bit. So let's just grab it, pull it down, and we're gonna pull right here to see what I'm saying. Light us out, young slime life. And then for 12 years, 10 years. So here's the kid standing there coming out of jail. So what I'm saying right now sort of got something to do with that particular conversation or particular moment. So I would hit this, and I'm gonna hit fit, and we'll go down to like 50%. And you can see that the frame of the project is way bigger than the picture here. So what I have to do is I'm gonna pull this, come on, y'all. Come on now. There we go. I'm gonna pull this clip in, make it smaller so it fit the frame like that. I could even do it a little larger, like this, for what we're about to do. But I'll make it a little smaller. So anyway, we'll go back to fit. And now I want to go to pan and zoom. So let's see, pan. It's not up there. Okay, it's not up there. Zoom. Let's see if zoom's up there. Cross zoom. We're going with video effects. So let's look what they got for video effects now. It's not gonna be zoom. Let's move that. Let's hit video effects. Adjust, blur, color channel, distort, image control. Black and white color path, gamma. Nope, that's not it. Perspective. Let's see if that's it. Basic 3D, shadow, no, stylize, alpha, glow, replicate, no. Transform. Let's see if it's on a transform. Crop, feather, vertical, auto reframe. Nah, we don't need to reframe it. Transition. No, it's not a transition. Utility video. Clip name, time code. What we're trying to do is we're going to move this around. We don't even have to use no preset. That's what I thought they probably had one over here. But it don't look like it's going to generate, distort. It's none of this stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just use the computer to do it. I actually had different things to help me do this stuff with, but I don't see none of that stuff. Audio effects, video effects. Adjustment is going to be color. It don't look like they got no more of that stuff. It's really basic, and it would be under transform. So let's see if we use transform on top of this. What does it give us as options? FX control, transform, position. Yeah, this is basically it. This is basically what I'm looking for. So what we'll do is we'll stretch out this timeline, this JPEG we want, right? So I actually probably have to stretch this out a little further to really play with it the way I want to. We don't have to, but it would be doper to do that. But let's just stretch it out a little further. And then we'll pull this down some. So what I can easily do now with this video or photo of this kid is you start from there and then you go here to position, right? Oh, let's go back because I want to make sure we pull this to the beginning. Delete the keyframe. Yeah, I want to put this to the beginning of the photo. We're working with this photo and this is done. So we'll say position. We click the start button right there, and we'll move this a little further in the future, and then we'll just go up to position, which is on the right, and we'll make this thing move. We want it to move upward like that, and then it's going to stop right about there. So just to play that back for you, that's how we got this video moving. It's just a quick little movement. Slime life. And then for 12 years, 10 years. Right, so now that's done, right? Okay, we can also add another edit on this because that was short. You know what I mean? And if you want to look at this stuff, you just double click this. This can also be done a lot better in the other app, which is After Effects. But for the fuck of it, let's go over here and look. You can hit these drop down windows and look exactly at what you did. Where did you move it to and all that stuff. Just pull this over a little bit further. And here's the exact edits that we made. So I could pull this further out. And it'll stretch that happening longer. So look at this now. Now it's taking a longer time for it to happen. Young slime life. And then for 12 years, 10 years, the police were just basically on their butt. But, you know, he was actually a famous guy. That guy, good famous. It's another guy who was on the. So then we could just right click these and we'll make them move smoother. So you see temporal interpolation and we say easy in. And that allows these to move a little bit smoother. And this just, again, was me stretching that out. Light us out, young slime life. And then for 12 years, 10 years, the police were just basically on their butt. But, you know, he's actually a famous guy. That guy, good famous. It's another guy who was on the case with him. And that guy pled guilty too. But he. All right, so, boom. All right, so that's how you do that. And then we can just leave this like this, keep it still for the rest of the moment. And then I can pull this timeline tighter right here. And we can just keep this still for a moment, cut it, use it again later on, because it'll cut back to me. So let's just say if we cut this, where's the, excuse me, the razor. You cut this right here, and then you go back to the thing, and then I could drag this to the other side. I could drag this to another place. This is it. We can just drag this to the back. We could reuse this again. But when it come right here again, it's gonna leave me. You know what I'm saying? But he went, and then and they call it lighter cell, young slime life. And then for 12 years, 10 years, the police were just basically on their butt. But you know, he's actually a famous guy. That guy, good famous. It's another guy who was on the case with him, and that guy pled guilty too. But he pled guilty like a day earlier. He pled guilty on Tuesday. So now you can see we'll go to the next one and the next one and the next one, and we'll just have all these photos kind of moving about throughout this talk. This is short. I can stretch this photo way harder. We can leave it still. We don't have to have it do nothing. You know what I mean? But it's just ways to add a little extra candy to the photo. Now, I'll also, if you're not done editing, you just lock this lane right here, and then you go back to your main video here, and you edit yourself to and fro, because you can also just cut off the visual part too. See, so I cut the eye off and then cut that off, and now you don't see these pictures up there. So you can just go ahead and just edit whatever parts you do or don't want inside the video. You know what I'm saying, that we initially made. Finish that, kick it out of here, upload it. That's what I'm about to finish up doing, but I'm not gonna let y'all watch me doing that shit, because it's a little meticulous, and I don't know if you're a nerd on editing like your boy. But that's what I do a lot of times. That's my life. It's either this or I'm talking to people on the street hustling. That's who I am. That's your boy. And I'm making movies and I'm making music. Go check my joint out. It's called Yusef 2 times Self-Made-ology. Let me say it again. Yusef 2 times Self-Made-ology. Self-Made-ology. O-L-O-G-Y. That's my album. It's my first album. I got 7 of the dopest songs you'll ever hear in your life. They all created by me. Your boy. I'll holler at y'all soon. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for kicking it with me. I appreciate y'all. We family. Happy holidays too. That shit. Peace.